and the whole stream ended. I will disconnect and try again. Am I back? Apparently the whole stream broke, but that means that my whole YouTube thingy is also broken. I don't know why, but I lost total connection everywhere. Not sure if now I'm streaming for a second time or if it's... Yeah, I'm streaming. Well, I'm streaming somewhere differently right now. Well, I'll switch the feed some other time. I chose the wrong YouTube stream. I'll fix that one later. Something broke. I don't know what happened. I don't know if my son pulled on a cable, but a lot broke over here. So I have to re-upload this one to YouTube at some point. Combine the two, create one video, and let them know. I don't know what happened, but it sucked. Currently my YouTube title is not the correct one. So can I alter that settings? Can I alter that right now? Broadcast settings. Yeah, I can. Ah, the stream title is okay. Oh. Nah, I'll see later. Okay, but I'm back now. I don't know what happened. It's not like I get a warning like it broke, so I don't know what you missed or did not miss. So basically, I found a compassionate card. That's one I got right now. I cannot consult an ally because I don't have one yet. I wish I had one, but I don't have an ally yet. At least I don't have an ally revealed yet, so I don't think I have one. I swear I have played this before. Because the ally mechanism is cool, but yeah. To consult an ally, combine the letter of the current location with an ally's name to find the proper storybook. For example, if the party wants to consult an ally named James in location A, they rate A James. But okay, but during disable, the party will be able to recruit allies and consult them along a journey. When recruited, ally cards are played. See, I don't have ally cards, so yeah, that's not happening right now. Well, that's K, N, Z, oh, where? Let's move on. You see all the options that we have. L, K, maybe we're at I-69. You can see you can use the ring on a lot of people. That's J, and that's J69. We're not there yet. So, I-69. I sent it. All the people. I-69. There we go. Found it. So use another item. No, that's how we got here. We don't have another item. I don't have ally cards. I think it's too early to rest, so we move to an unlocked location, which could be Theron's Chambers or the Great Hall. Those are the options we can go to. Where shall we go? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why the screen broke. I don't know. It was recording at some point. It was reconnecting, and it just couldn't reconnect everything, and I couldn't get anything done. So I had to stop the stream and continue new one. What was the first? We have the Taron's Chamber. So that's, I believe that's the king's name, right? And then we have the Great Hall. And I really want to get an ally card at some point so I can see how an ally works. Basically the same as you saw with the Terran's Ring, but the ally mechanism is the most fun because it adds more stories. You want to go to Terran's Chambers, which means that's the J. So we're going to J. Oh, by the way, we could see, hey, that's King Tyrone. If we did I, King Tyrone, but we're going to J. Moving on to J. Just, if you have either Tide or Throne, go to J2. If I have Terron, go to the J5. If I have Chambers, go to J4. If there's no XP, go to J1. There is XP, so we're picking up the XP. Okay, we get the keyword King. The King's Chambers. Tyrone and several of his personal guards are held in place by the bonds of time. The room vibrates with an unnerving tone that sounds very much like the low hum of the purple rift that grows over the palace. Theron stands on his bed with a pack on his back, as if prepared for a journey. He holds a white metal box open just a crack, while his guards look on in fear. Inside the box you can see a tuning fork next to a strange jar full of grey material that contains images of another world. You get the keyword King. So I will write King. We have King. We can use an item in this room, consult an ally, nope, rest or move somewhere else. Every time we use an item, it will cost stamina. At some points we are too fatigued and we have to get them back. But we can listen to the king now. We can listen what the king is doing. And we have enough XP to rest as well, because for every XP I spend, I can roll 1 die, but currently I only have used 2 fatigue, so I think it's way too early to rest. So should we use an item or move somewhere else? We can also move to the Great Hall. So I think chat wants to know what's going on. So want to listen to their thoughts while they're frozen in time. But I'm not sure. By the way, new chair. I'm sitting higher up apparently because I'm not fully framed properly. I'm still streaming, right? Yeah, I'm still streaming. Chat got a little quiet. New chair, who this? Well, it's not. It's more like a rotating bar stool. It's to have proper posture. Sit. Well, I can still slouch, but it hurts more to slouch than to sit upright. So, and if I am gone, then yeah, you can see the whole background. You don't see a chair. So no chair cam. I'm sorry. I am considering getting a bench to fit perfectly alongside the table, so I can sit 2 or 3 people here. Costs money. You're doing a side-to-side slide. I can also do this. Now, fine. Perfect spot to go back in. Had to wave none goodbye. Yay! Bye, Nan. And yeah, I like my chair. But should we use the item here? We have the keyword King, so we can go to other locations and hopefully King will trigger something. We have King and Gate so far. Not much to go on, by the way. But something's happening. Time is frozen and we need to move on. Okay, Kimmy says we do the item. So let's do the item. So there's J69, and we're gonna 69 a lot. So J Rose, that's not J69. You slip King Tauron's ring on your finger and listen to his thoughts. It seems the box in his hand contains an object from another plane. Somehow, opening the box has also opened a rift between worlds, and Tauron plans to travel there. While you listen to his thoughts, Tauron's grip on the box shifts, opening it wider, making it possible for you to reach in and take the strange jar. First, record the word chambers. So we're gonna record the word chambers. Chambers. Oh man, so glad you don't have to see my handwriting. Then reveal rare card 55. 55, 55. Why do I have multiples? I have 3 times, 4 times 59. Multiple 60s. Okay, that's weird. 54, 55. Okay. I have gray matter. It adds any die. I can add any die with it. While most of Tauron's thoughts are fixed on his journey, there is one strong but neglected feeling in the back of his head. A feeling that he has forgotten something important. He packed food and water, clean socks, and several Durgolium sacks. But he completely forgot to retrieve his mind-reading ring from Tarek. If you have the keyword needle, which we don't, go to J6. Otherwise, use an item, consult an ally. We don't have an ally yet. Rest or move to another location. So basically, rest or... These are our 2 options. Right? Like a doctor or like a king? I don't know. I write like a doctor. King uses copywriters, right? So, yeah. So, still feels too early to rest because we only... we spent 3 fatigue right now. We are 3. If we are at 16, we have an issue. So we need to rest at some point, but it feels too early to rest. So shall we move to another location? We haven't visited Great Hall yet. At some point we have to go somewhere that does something to us, for us, not to us. Hopefully not to us. Shall we just move to the Great Hall? We got a new object, gray matter, that does something. It's not an item like the ring. Roll d4. Will be interesting to do. Great Hall sounds good. Yeah, let's do the Great Hall. I'll move the party to the Great Hall. So we're moving to K. Let's hope that K is not too far down. There's J. We were in J right now, right? Oh, still doing the J. Yeah, J. Okay, Great Hall. If you have stack, we don't. If you have bind, we don't. If there's no XP, there is. Otherwise, collect the XP and read on. It feels like we're doing that a lot, but it's always the new location. You follow a gentle ringing sound in the Great Hall, where a tall, dark woman dressed in a flowing white cloak stands with her back to you and pulls at the stretching edge of a small rift between planes. With a sewing needle the size of a spear, the woman stitches the edge of the rift into the wall. This is Sleekrath, goddess of binding. The needle that the oracle ordered you to retrieve is her tool. We are at the right place, people. Before you can decide how to approach her, Sleekrath wheels around and points the tip of her needle at you. Awake, are you? She asks, surprised. Well, I can always use another servant. Your king has opened a rift in the veil that separates Eulus from the planarverse, and one of its tendrils descended, so I had to stop time and secure it. If we don't stabilize the rift, it will tear Sabek apart, just like they did in the Dragul lands. Sleecraft collects a handful of gently ringing silver threads from the air near your head and inspects them. I see my needle is your prize, she says. How unimaginative. Well, I have been meaning to forge another. I will give you this one, but first you must help me repair the fabric of Ulos. If you have the keyword king, which we do, go to K2. The threads of fate binds us all, says Sleecraft, and your threads tell me you will need companions to complete your quest. Sleecraft's needle flashes forward. Its tip fishes the ring from your pocket and wraps it in silvery thread, imbuing the ring with new power. It is desire that binds the worlds together, Sleecraft tells you. If you know the object of a heart's desire, you can pull its thread and draw that heart near you. Ooh, we got some Cupid power. You've met the king and his agent. At this moment, both of their hearts are set on the same ring. Pull one of the halflings free from time. Then return to me when you have made your choice. And try not to get too distracted. I've stopped time, but we don't have forever. Sleecraft can charge your items with a special power. The action indicator below will instruct you to place stamina onto one of your item cards. To do this, add 1 stamina from the supply to the specified item card. An item card can hold only 1 stamina at a time. You will have opportunities to spend the stamina in specific entries. When stamina is spent from an item card, place it on the leftmost open space of the threads track on your party journal. Record the keyword needle. 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 Place 1 stamina on Talon's ring item. Done. Increase your bonus play limit by 1 and add a bonus play token. Ooh. Where did I have my paper towel? Here. So it's now 2, which means we can play 2 extra cards 1 time, up to 2 times. So we add an extra bonus play for that. Now we can choose rest or move to an unlocked location. So there are 2 people in the game that we can free from being frozen in time. One option is go to the king and release the king. The other one is the one that we stole the ring from, Tarik, not Teron, and unfreeze that person. So that if we go to the where was Tarik? Tarik was in the gardens, right? So we can either go to the gardens or to the chambers, or we can rest. What's the king gonna do to help? I don't know. Initiate King's Day, so we have an extra day off. I don't know. I know there were no king protests in the US today. Only today, or was it yesterday? But let's not get too political. But yeah, I don't know what the king is going to do to help. And I want to pour myself a glass and then took the last sip from something else. No idea, you're not in the US. You don't follow the news? My whole Facebook timeline is full with people who are at No Kings rallies. So we have Needle. I would say go to Tarik. Tarek or Teron? Those are our options. So we have Teron, whose ring we stole, and he's like, oh, I'm missing it, so he will probably do everything he can to get it back. But same goes for Tarek. Yeah, I don't follow it too much, but that thing, I was like, why are we calling it No Kings? Because, and I still don't get it. But yeah, I was like, you don't even have a king, so I don't. Feels insulting for being in a monarchy, like. But technically, Kimmy, you have a king, right? Because Canada still falls under the British Commonwealth or something, right? You are sovereign, but you still have to deal with a king. And my son is going to bed. Enjoy. You are sovereign. But Wim says, let's go to Tarek. That means we are going to the Palace Gardens. Which means we are going to that's H. We are I. We don't have we don't have snip, no. This is where, was this I-69? I now have to check. Oh, that was the gardener. Then we need to go to the gates. Sorry. Then we need to go to H. Sorry. H69 is where we... Yeah, then we lift... Okay. That's where we... Okay. H. If we have keyword Tarek, nope, we don't. If we have sneak thief, nope. If we have quilt, nope. If there's no location, we go to E. A crowd of nobles are gathered by the palace gates, which are unopenable, stuck fast in time. Tarek Nowlin stands at the back of the crowd, staring at the sky. If you have both the keywords gate and needle, we do. We have gate and needle, so we go to H8. H8. The palace gates are closed, keeping you locked within the palace for now. Tarek Nowlin is fixed in place and pondering King Terran's ring. If you have a stamina on Terran's ring item card, you may release Tarek from time. I would say that's the whole reason we got here. Right, so shall we go to H4? Because it feels like, oh, we moved here for a reason and now we could move. That makes no sense. I'm making you swing because I feel a lot of warm. Stop. So we're going to H4. Move the stamina from the ring to the threat track. Done. We have our first thing on the threat track. You hold the charged ring near Terran and watch as the silver energy envelopes him, freeing him from the bonds of time. Suddenly aware of your presence, Tarek leaps back into a defensive stance. If Tyron or Salak ally cards are in the active space of the party journal, they are not, go to H12. Otherwise, continue reading. We didn't even get to Salak. I don't remember. Oh, Salak is that gardener probably. We could have done the gardener as well. But sure, Tarek. Tarek remains suspicious even after you tell him that you are helping the gods save Ulyss from a rift that King Tyron created between the planes. A fine tale, he scoffs, blade still pointed at your chest. So then explain me, why are you holding the king's ring? In truth, you took the ring from Tarek's own pocket not long ago. So, will we tell him honestly how we got the ring, or are we lying? Kimme is like, yep, we tell him. Okay, H9. You tell Tarek exactly how Terran's ring came into your possession, and he chuckles. Gods know I have plenty of lying soldiers, but I never expected to meet an honest thief. Ordinarily, possession of the king's property would earn you a trip to Kolbach prison. But given our circumstances, you have earned my trust. Dire times create strange allies, don't you think? We must not let Nalos fall to ruin. Now we have the keyword Tariq. Tariq. Cool. Reveal rare card number 32. So that's somewhere over here. Oh, that was 36. Rare card 32. And place it face up in the active space of your party journal. We have Tarek Nowlin. At the start of each skill check or round of combat, each player adds 1 stamina to the dexterity attribute row from their supply, ignoring the usual limit. So that's nice. We have an active Tarek Nowlin. If we have the quilt keyword, we go to H7. We don't. Otherwise, continue reading. Yay, we made an ally! But do we trust him? Well, for now. Well then, says Tarek, why don't you introduce me to the goddess doing her needlepoint on the barrier that protects her plane? So we can rest, or we can move on to any unlocked location. So basically, if we go to the Great Hall, we can talk to Sleekrath. Wim has mail from the Albert Heijn. Okay, I'll check if I have mail from the Albert Heijn as well. Probably in my spam folder. I don't. Nope, I don't have mail from Albert Heijn yet. How did you get it so fast? Okay, shall we move to the Great Hall? Let's move to the Great Hall. Let's go to Great Hall is K, so we're moving all the way down to K to the Great Hall. You're getting scrolling sickness because of me. It arrived in 2304. I don't have it in my spam folder or in my info in folder, so yeah. I don't have stack, I don't have bind, so if there's no XP, go to K1. K1. Sleekrath is still at work in the Great Hall, binding worlds together with her needle thread. If you have keyword Sneak Thief of Throne, K4. We don't. If there's at least 1 stamina on the threads track, go to K5. Let's go to K5. Aha is the Albert Heijn, which is a supermarket chain over here. And you could save up for a certain theme park to get discount, and today was the last day that you could order for those discount order tickets, so we ordered the tickets, but the site was like crazy slow. But I got through, but I still don't have my email, so I have to probably contact AHA tomorrow if I still don't have it with the tickets for the theme park. Okay, Sleekrath ties her head and cuts her needle free. Ties her thread, not her head. Cuts her needle free. It seems her binding of the rift is finally complete. She looks at your party with interest. Faith is a funny thing, the goddess tells you. I personally would never expect anything of you, but the threads have tied you to a remarkable future. Continue on K9. K9. Best theme park, yeah, the Efteling in the Netherlands. It's the Dutch Disney theme park, but it's more fun and less waiting. Sleekrath points to the rift she has been suing. The path to the plane of knowledge is secure. If we are to avoid catastrophe, we must tighten the bond between worlds. All things in all planes are entangled in the threads of fate. When we move something from one place to another, its threads come with it, naturally sewing a bond. There is a jar of purple pigment in Klinok's archive. Bring it back to Eulos, and you will have soon your first stitch, thus beginning our work together. Oh, and try not to die, she says, as she arises in the air and dissipates. Her voice echoes in the hall as if from another world. Mortals have a terrible way of falling apart just when you come to rely on them. Okay, now we have the keyword bind. You know, and in the darkness bind them. Reveal Discovery 24 and place it on the proper location. Discovery 24, that should be around here somewhere. That was all the way to 35, 21, 22, 23, 24. So let's see where that comes. That should be at the star 3. So, oh, somehow it's got purple. Endless stacks. That's what we found. Mark that we found endless stacks. Cool. Now, is it me or is it getting warm from one area? Feels like my computer is generating a lot of heat right now. So we can rest or move to another location. Oh, and of course place an XP on it. Or placing XP on it. So we can move to another location, which can be anything here. We have a keyword bind, so that might trigger something else. I do have a ring, but I cannot use the stamina on the ring. Stamina is gone. The ring has not been recharged. I have 3 stamina. If I get further along, I might need to. But I cannot ask an ally right now. That's the one thing I cannot do. We have an ally, we have Tarek, but we cannot use Tarek right now. So where shall we go? We can go to the Endless Stacks, we can go to the Palace Gardens, we can go to Terran's Chambers, we can go to the Palace Gates. This part of the map you can ignore for now. And yeah, I don't think I need to rest because I only use 3 stamina fatigue. I have only 3 fatigue. That means, yeah, I can get cards back. Currently, it's not punishing yet. Since the site wasn't working correctly, your payment call might have reached the next delay level because of errors. Oh no. So I have to check that I... Yeah, I'll check the payments tickets tomorrow. If I don't have them tomorrow, I will call Albert Heijn support. Okay. Do we move on? Do we go back? Because we have new keywords. I don't. I don't know. I don't know where to go. I'm only streaming for like a half an hour because my son already went to bed and because he has an early morning, and so do I. Would I go to the garden? Yeah, I can go to the garden. Shall we go to the garden? Let's go to the garden. So I will go back to Palace Gardens. So that's I. We're going back to I. That's a little bit too far. Okay. Let's switch. Okay. If you have the keyword snip, we don't. If there's no XP, there is not. Okay, then go to I1. The palace gardens are full of frozen guards staring in horror at the rift in the sky. The elven gardener, however, remains focused on pruning a trellis of roses. She holds a glass dagger. Basically, nothing changed. Can I wake up the gardener? No, I cannot use the ring on the gardener. Because not for that, because I don't have a thing on them. I can consult an ally. We can see if Tarek knows something to do, something fun. That will be fun. Shall we check what Tarek does? Consult an ally does cost a stamina, if I'm not mistaken. And I have played this before, but it's been a weird week. So let's go allies. When you recruit allies to consult an ally, combine letter. So. And stamina equal to the stamina cost of the item. Yeah, the item costs 1 currently. Okay, but let's go to 19 because that's where we were. So we use consult an ally, and that means we're gonna do not King Terran. There is no Tarek, so we cannot use that. We cannot consult an ally over here. So basically we have to move on to another location. So where shall we go? We are currently here. There's not much to do in the gardens, sadly. We don't have the proper keyword. We need the keyword snip to go there. But we don't have snip. So we can go to the king, or we can go into the endless stacks. Or go to the palace gates, which probably not the best option. Go to, let's see. Okay, let's continue. There's chambers is the J, so let's continue to the J. And we have 1 keyword there, so that works. Tide or throne? Nope. Theron? Nope. Chambers? Yes, we do. We have chambers, so we go to J4. Where is J4? J4 is here. Theron stands on his bed with an open and empty white metal box. His guard stands around looking for him. If you have the keyword needle, go to J6. Theron is a risk taker, a powerful one, so he always lands on his feet. He would surely be of value to your party if you could secure his aid. If you have a stamina on Theron's ring items card, you may release Theron from time. We don't. So we can use an item, which we already have done here. But we can consult an ally, rest, or move to another unlocked location. We can see if Tarek has something to do over here. J Tarek, J Rose, J Tarek. We have a J Tarek now in. Yay with J Tarek. J Tarek now in observes Theron and his Durgolian box carefully. He speaks softly as if Theron could hear him. Why won't you take me with you? So, will we use an item, which would make it a J Tarek Nowlin dot 69, rest or move. We can see if Tarek can use the ring on Theron. Is that an option? It's an option. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, there we go. You hand Tarek the ring and he slips it on his finger, then places his hand on the king's brow. After some time and focus, Tarek looks worried and returns the ring to you. Worse than I thought, Terexel. You may have heard that the immortal knight has gone missing. In fact, he's not in Euros at all. Gain 1 XP. XP that goes on the time track. Use another item. Nope, cannot do that. Consult another ally. Nope. Rest, possibility, or move to another location. Basically, go here. It's basically we are forced to go into the rift. Now I will get myself a drink because I feel like I'm thirsty. I haven't been in combat yet. Sleep on the king's bed, that was not an option. And by the way, we used an item, so I still have to decide. Since Naolin adds 1 to dexterity, I am removing 1 dexterity. Most comfortable place to rest. Well, it's frozen in time. I don't think it really bends along with my body. The mattress will be very stiff. So we're not doing that. So endless stacks it is. Okay, moving the party over here. Endless stacks is L. So I will move on to the L. L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L. If you have the keyword closed, which we don't, if there's no XP, which there is, otherwise collect the XP from the location. We are collecting so much XP. At some point we just have to rest to spend XP. Otherwise collect the XP from this location and continue with it. You step through the rift and find yourself in a curved multi-floor corridor of shelves. Rubber-bodied, crystal-faced humanoids are moving quickly and freely as they go about the task of categorizing and adding new material to their collection. These must be the Kleinox that Sleekra spoke of. It seems her time-stopping spell did not extend to their world. Okay. Record a new keyword. We have stack. Amidst all the activity, you spy a jar of purple pigment resting on a nearby shelf, which is currently being cleaned by a Kleinox with a feather duster. Sneak up behind the figure and steal the jar of pigment unnoticed. Dexterity and intelligence. Currently we don't have many of those available. We have basically 1 die for that. Attempt to communicate, that's strength and charming, which will be, we have 2 stamina for that. Or we will fight the Kleinox while it's back its turn. Do we want combat? Or are we trying to communicate? Or just steal the thing? To be fair, I have a lot of cards to use, but I can only use 4. Well, technically 6. Yes. So, which of these 3 it is? Kimmy wants to fight. Okay. Then we fight. Let's go to L4. The figure has its back to you, leaving it vulnerable. You race forward on your silent feet, ready for battle. Reveal Kleinox, card number 35. Okay, let's find the proper card for that. 9, 16, 33, 35. Yep. Draw a purple and a white die from the dice bag. Okay, white and purple. Yeah. Cover the 2 dice slots on the leftmost column of the enemy card. Okay, it's time that you join the party and see what I am doing. So, we have to fight this thing, the Klinox. That's a really weird creature. We can move it somewhere over here. See? And cover the 2 dice slots on the leftmost column. 1 purple here. So I basically get a 3 white 1 and a 3 purple 3. And then we are in round 1 of combat. After the combat, gain the rewards under each of the covered dice slots as normal. If you are playing in legendary mode, do not do that. Okay. So basically, I can only use 3 dice, which is a little hard to do since I need 4. I need a white 2, a red 3, and 2 purple 3s. So gray matter will add 1 die whatsoever. I can choose. This one turns a white into anything. This can turn a 2 into a 5 or a 6 into a 1. But not the other way around. This can get a black or a white die. Increases black or purple. I can get blue or green. So Screech Owl is definitely out. This one I can flip a red or white die. Might be useful. Reroll black or purple. Return the dice if I really hate them. I could do that. Leather creases. And if I have more leather things, I had more leather things. I had leather boots as well. That means I can reroll. Here, see, I have leather boots. I can play any number of additional leather armor cards. They do not count against your play limit. So basically, I can reroll 2 purple dice if I want it. Increase blue, add 1 black, not useful. Up or down 1 for red or white, that could be useful. Turn a 4 into any color, that's not useful. Turn any color into black or blue, that's not useful. And this is black or purple. Flip a black or purple. I can force myself to get at least 1 color, proper color die. I would say since we need 2 purple, I will play this one to gain at least 1 purple. And then we see if we can do other stuff. But at least we have 1 purple, so I can find 1 purple. 1 purple got. Now I can only get 2 more dice. So a red and a blue. Let's roll them first. Let's zoom out a bit. You here. Purple 2, red 1, blue 4. Okay. I can switch to purple. No, that's not useful. I can turn any color into a black or a white, so that makes sense, unless it's not a 2. So increase black or purple. Reroll 1 purple. I could do that. Increase blue or green. Decrease blue or green by 1 or 2. Ooh, but that, if I use that, I can use this one. Then I will make you a 2. And then I will be magical and use you, turn you into a white 2. by 2. And I have 1 card left, so either make that a 3 or that a 3. Increase a purple die by 1 or 2. I will do that. You're 3, so you're here. And that 1 does nothing because I used 4 cards. I can use bonus play to play more cards. Is there a way to get that red one? I can re-roll it. I can increase it by 1 or decrease it by 1. That's about it. Flipping it doesn't help. So I could use 1 token. Turn 1 token. And re-roll. Where's my re-roll? Red. I had a red re-roll of red, right? It's purple. Yeah, this one. Re-roll the red one. It's a 2, and then I can use this one, spending another one. Make this a 3 and go there. That's the best I could do. Oh, then I put those cards there where they shouldn't be. I did these 2. Let's go here. Done. Okay. Assign, build a dice pool, roll the dice. Yeah, play cards, did that. Spend bonus code, did that. Activate player class ability. I can copy a card from my hand. That's true, I did not do that. And place dice on slots. Done. Suffer counter attacks from uncovered dice slots. So I only get this one. That means I will be hit with 3 stamina. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3 right now. So it will be nice to rest at some point. Simon, big money, as Buns would say. Well, Simon is selling a lot, so they're earning money and then paying their debts. Well, with skill, I have to cover everything. With this, I can get multiple rounds. End of round, suffer counterattacks of uncovered dice slots. That's what I did. 3. That. Apply round track effect and advance the round marker. So I will lose 3 gold. I'm losing money. They're taking all my money. Return remaining dice from the dice pool to the dice bag. We don't have that. And start a new round. So now I only need a purple 3. I can get 3 dice and I only need a purple 3. I have re-rolling purple. I have switching a 4 to a different color. Re-rolling purple again. Oh no, flipping purple. But I need to make sure that I have a purple die. I can change white into purple, so that's not a big thing. But other than that, oh, I can change a 4 into a different color. It's not the best. I need at least 1 purple die. Otherwise, I'm screwed. No. But I can turn white into purple. But I have to roll them first. So please stay in number 3, white die. It's a 4. Okay. It's a 4. Not the best. Can I change? I can re-roll a purple. I can change. I can change a 4 to a purple or a white to a purple. That's 2 options. Those 2 are 6s, right? So they don't count. No. But I will change that white into a purple. Then flip the purple over, which means this technically is a purple 3. I'm not going to look for the die. which means I have defeated the enemy. So yeah, we did it, but I lost a lot of cards. Okay, we have a victory. What does that mean? The Kleinak flees from your blade. Go to L9. L9. Where's my cursor? Over here. L9. You beat the strange figure into submission and snatch the jar from the shelf as it flees into the stacks. It won't be long before it raises an alarm. Record the word hostile. So we're not longer friendly. It's hostile. Hostile. Reveal card 22. Rare card 22 does something. And then continue to L11. Card 22. We have lavender pigment. Basically, we can change any color into a 2. That's nice. Then go to 11. Once you are alone, again, a gentle ringing fills the air, and through a veil of silvery threads, Sleekrath appears with her spear-like needle and inspects the jar of pigment. When you take this back to Eulos, it will carry its thread into your world, strengthening the bond with Afril, Plane of Knowledge. You have done well, but our work is not complete. Continue to L13. She hands you a heavy blue ball. The threads tell me you will find good use for it. Reveal discovery card 65. 65. We already at 69, so now we have 65. Big blue ball. Oh no, it's a bluestone fireball item that we got. So we have a fireball item. We can throw one fireball. Remember that when we are in Eulos, we are outside of time, Sleekrath tells you. She points to the bluestone fireball with her spear. While my spell holds an object like this can be used repeatedly without breaking it. With a few quick slashes with the needle, Sleekrath weaves a web of silver thread around the fireball. My threads tell me there are many in Eulos whose heart desire an object like this. Find an ally who wants your fireball, and you may pull them free from time. Place 1 stamina on the bluestone fireball. Done. I will open the palace gates for you. Go into the city where I have sewn several rifts into the streets of Sabek that lead to other lands within Eulos, the goddess tells you. Travel through these rifts and collect objects and allies. Moving them around your world will weave a tightening knot of fate that will protect Nalos from destruction. It will be dangerous, so take my blessing with you. With a sudden launch, Sleekrath weaves her needle through your very soul. Increase your combat dice limit by 1. Okay, we can have 4 dice now. Record the keyword quilt. Place 1 XP on Terran's arena location. We don't have Terran's arena location yet. Oh yeah, we do. That's from the base game. So we're gonna create some cards now. So we have Discovery 5 and 20 and 31. So Discovery 5 will be placed on Star 2. So that's over here. The Frog King Temple. And card 20 will be placed on Star 1. The road doesn't connect. And it's 20, right? Yeah, discovery card 20 and place to star 1. Star 1 is over here. Why doesn't the road connect? But on both, you have placed some XP on it. And then we have card 31 and place it on diamonds. That will be over here. Wow, the whole land looks different right now. And place an XP on it. Okay. And then card 40. And that will be placed here. That's what they said, right? On card 1. So basically these are the original cards, but they come to a different spot. Mark M of Shadowy Cave and P of Frog in Temple. But not Terran's Arena yet. Okay. And the Ancestral Castle, we haven't found that. Continue to L19. So we're going back here. I feel the end of the stream coming. Well, the double stream now. L19. Meet me at the Ancestral Castle, Sleecraft tells you, but we cannot go there yet. Gather as much time as you want. Well, it's the end of the stream at some point, but yeah. With the gentle ringing, Sleecraft vanishes. You hear the distant grinding of the palace's front gates and know that she has opened the way to the city for you. Sleecraft's voice whispers like tiny bells tinkling in your ears. Do your work well and you won't disappoint your oracle. You have my needle when you shall have my needle when all is done. Once Sleecraft is gone, a pair of Kleinarchs come your way, pushing a cart of odds and ends. When they see you, they are started at first. I think it should be startled at first, but once they notice your interest, they offer these items for sale. Reveal rare cards. Oh no, the rare cards. 24, 31, and 47. 21, that's 10. 1, oh, that was 8 even. 21, which is Captain Giselle. And place them face up next to the adventure map to create a market. Oh, okay. 31. We have an immortal breastplate. And 47. Immortal helm. While at this location, you may buy a card in this market for 4 gold. If your keyword is hostile, it's 6 instead. Who made me fight? If you buy a card, add it to one player's hand. While you inspect the Kleinarch's goods, they examine the rift that has been sewn and opened behind you. It seems Kleinarchs are a curious bunch, and Euless may have visitors soon. If your entire party is exhausted, mark the death track and turn to the death section at the end of this adventure. We don't. We can buy something. We don't have 6 gold. We have 4. We can use an item, explode them. We can throw a bomb, or listen to their thoughts maybe, consult an ally, rest, or move to any location. But we're not doing that. I can show you how rest works. It's fairly simple. I take 1 stamina, place it over here to know that I have done 1 rest. I can choose how many XP I want. So I could say I have to return 4. No, 7. 3 dice should be enough. So I pick 3 dice. 1, 2, 3. 3 dice. Total value of 7. So I will max them out. So 1, 2, 3. Here, 2 there. The other 3s are returned. And these are returned. Well, basically that's how it works. Then these cards and these combat cards all returned. These already returned after the one, but this returns as well. And I get my 2 tokens back because now I have a limit of 2. And that's it. That's how it works for resting. And after you have rested 4 times, it costs extra to rest. So you want to postpone it as much as possible. It seems our adventure just started. But the stream is ending. I have to see what happened. I cannot figure out what happened. I have to see if I can fix it somehow. Because I have no idea what was missing when exactly the stream broke. I will probably just mark them part 1, part 2, and we'll see. And that means that for the people who are not on YouTube but are on the super popular Twitch channel, we can read it. I can edit it all together unless there is too much missing. It's easier to do part 1 and part 2. I don't have that much time on my hands, to be fair, to do an edit one. Time roller or board gamer staff? I haven't rated the board gamer staff in like forever, so let's like board gamer staff. Did I? Yeah, it was a fun story, and I like that the allies are kind of like items, but also different. So there is so much to do. Thank you all for being here. Sorry about the technical stuff. Couldn't be helped. I will be back on Tuesday with coffee and crowdfunding, and on Thursday I will be doing the anarchy, which I actually would have done last Thursday, but there were some personal issues that I had to take care of, so that's why I didn't stream on Thursday. So I hope to see you all on Tuesday again. Bye. And Kimmy, you are most welcome.